I am the United States. I was born on July 4th, 1776, and the Declaration of Independence is my birth certificate. The Constitution is my framework. The bloodlines of the world run in my veins because I offer freedom to the oppressed. I am many things, and I am many people, and I am the United States. I am over 200 million living souls, and the ghost of millions who have died and lived for me. I am Nathan Hale and Paul Revere. I stood at Lexington and fired the shot heard around the world. And I'm Washington, Jefferson, and Patrick Henry. I'm John Paul Jones, the Green Mountain Boys, and Davy Crockett. I'm Lee and Grant and Abe Lincoln. I remember the Alamo, the Maine, and Pearl Harbor when freedom called. I answered and I stayed until it was over there. I left my heroic dead in Flanders Field, on the Rock of Corregidor, on the bleak slopes of Korea, and in the marshy jungles of Vietnam, and today in Iraq and Afghanistan. I am the Brooklyn Bridge, the wheatlands of Kansas, and the granite hills of Vermont. I am the coal fields of the Virginias and Pennsylvania and the fertile lands of the West. I'm the Golden Gate Bridge and the Grand Canyon. I am Independence Hall. I am the Monitor and the Merrimack. I am big. I sprawl from the Atlantic to the Pacific, over 3 million square miles throbbing with industry. I am more than 5 million farms. I am forest and field and mountain and desert, and I'm a quiet little village in cities that never sleep, and I'm Memphis, Tennessee. You can look at me and see Ben Franklin walking down the streets of Philadelphia with his bread loaf under his arm, and you can see the lights of Christmas and hear the strains of Old Lang Syne's The Calendar Turns. I am Babe Ruth in the World Series, and I am hundreds of thousands of churches where my people worship God as they think best. I am a ballot dropped in a box, the roar of a crowd in a stadium, and the voice of a choir in a cathedral. And I'm an editor in a newspaper or a letter to a congressman. I am Eli Whitney and Stephen Foster. I'm Thomas Edison and Albert Einstein and Billy Graham. I'm Horace Greeley and Will Rogers and the Wright brothers. I'm George Washington Carver, and I'm Daniel Webster. And I'm Longfellow and Harriet Beecher Stowe and Walt Whitman and Thomas Paine and Frederick Douglass. May I possess always the integrity, the courage, and the strength to keep myself unshackled, to remain a citadel of freedom and a beacon of hope to the world. I am the United States.